Christina, thank you. Christina Partsinevelos. So there's this relationship between the two, and that's why you're seeing NVIDIA, as Christina had mentioned, NVIDIA provides GPUs, AI software. Supermicro does the infrastructure for a lot of the NVIDIA stuff, including Blackwell. So that
8% customer of NVIDIA. I mean, this is a pretty horrible report. I mean, this is a pre-announcement. I mean, 20% miss on revenues. And, K-Parts just said about the growth and, it's still growing at 18%. Good luck with that. I mean, it's going to be single digits by the end of this year. And I think you can extrapolate this out a bit. These are themes that we've been talking about. CoreWeave is also down a bunch. That thing should be down. NVIDIA, there's just not a good headline out there. And we're going to go into some of their other biggest customers' reports. Microsoft, we heard from Google last week, Meta, and Amazon. I just can't imagine that there's going to be anything that sticks out that's saying that you want to buy NVIDIA based on what they have to say. None of them are going to be raising CapEx guidance at all. And if anything, when you hear from some of their customers, NVIDIA's like this, you could say to yourself, this is not like a one-quarter thing. It's likely to be 1, 2, maybe 3.
The optimists will say that people, because of tariffs, are going to push everything out, as I think Christina just said, until the third or fourth quarter in this case. Pessimists will say this company's had issues now for quite some time, and their proximity to a name like NVIDIA is, I'll use the word, problematic. And it does put pressure on not only NVIDIA, but the rest of the space, which is just started to get off the ground a little bit again. This sort of derails it in the short term.
I just don't know for different reasons, but I would say most notably the concerns around the financial filings and just some of the uncertainty there, and that we're getting at least. Okay, so we're hearing a few customers, core platform customers, have delayed purchases, et cetera. But I don't know why you have to go there. Now, when I speak about the semis group more broadly, I think, remember, we forget that semis are also uber cyclical. They are the uber cyclical. And if we were talking about a Micron or something, we'd really get into the cycle. But I think some of this still even matters for NVIDIA and those folks that are in the middle of both data center and AI. And I think by the fourth quarter, I think we're going to have de-risked a lot of this. Semis still at the end of the day are a place where valuations do matter and the cycles matter. And it's not time, but it's going to be time. And again, the demand side of this trade hasn't gone anywhere. And I think there's all kinds of constraints right now and some demand, but not really.
But Tim, if the demand side hasn't gone anywhere, it's likely to go somewhere if we do go into a recessionary environment. If we go into an environment where a lot of these customers who've been buying these racks, who've been buying these servers, all this sort of stuff.
Delaying to Q4, and then things get worse in the meantime.
But they'll price that in before that.
Yeah, we talk about this. Sorry, I just interrupted.
No, you did. Yeah, what do we call that?
It's just a spirited debate, that's all.
All right,
spirited.
But in 2021, when the NASDAQ was down 30%, the S&P was down 25%, some of the names that had overshot to the upside, it's Meta, it's NVIDIA, it's Tesla, and it's Netflix, they all sold off 70%. Much of the other names sold off 50%. So my point is, there was really nothing going on over there other than rates going higher, but we had this tremendous, whatever you want to call it, just orgy of buying it's kind of what it was. And so they were taking some of the froth off the table. This is some real stuff going on. We're on the other side of the recession that never came there. If we go into recession, a lot of the demand is going to be go away.
Well, I would